So a different method of controlling aphids that I saw from researching is using limonene. I'm using a 2 milliliter per liter concentration. This is 1 milliliter. And based on the paper that I read, it works pretty well as an aphid controller, but it does also negatively affect the ladybug population. So if you're cultivating organically, you want to be aware that it may lower your population of ladybugs. And to test on my own, I have a very intense infestation on my poppies. The overall health of the plant is bad, not because of the aphids directly, but I'm sure it is a reason as well. I haven't been watering as much as I should, considering the pot size for the amount of plants. And even in the larger planter, we had a very, very, very hot heat wave, and everything just fell apart. But something that I do want to test is on my Psychotria chacrona. I have had a constant plague of aphids, and hopefully it'll control the aphid population. So I'll be applying it 3 days in a row, and we'll see how it handles it. Be aware that this may, if you use it on cacti, it may take away the blue tint on the cactus, so you want to do this in a shady day and do a test plant before applying it to all your plants. In the paper they mentioned it did have an issue with some ferns, but on waxy leaves and thick leaves like this, it shouldn't be an issue. I also have some aphids on my cappy, so I hope this works out. So I don't personally have an issue with aphids on my cacti, but to test it, I'll be using this Carotenoid just to test if there are any negative effects. So further on, this was going to be a separate video on another way to potentially increase alkaloid content. L-limonene at 2 milliliters per liter concentration has been shown to increase alkaloids in other plants. Again, if this translates to increasing cacti alkaloids, I have no idea, and I don't know a time frame for the optimal increase, but since it has the dual purpose of being an aphid control as well as other pests and fungi, you can just add it to your routine of treating your cacti. But I will make another video, probably increase it in this one. But the turpentine, it's turpentine treatment. That's what the black pepper is also. The black pepper in the increasing alkaloid content video, I keep forgetting what it was for, but the turpentine in black pepper also increases the alkaloid content in some plants in general. So if anyone is interested in trying that out, it would be interesting to test out. So I ended up spraying the blue Carotenoid as well. I know it could be a Peruvianus, but I'm keeping it as a Carotenoid since those are the seeds. But in any case, the limonene spray for the aphids, it also works for certain fungus, leaf rot and stuff like that. Initially I thought it would remove the glacious skin, the blue skin, but it appears to not affect it, at least not as much as I thought. So I sprayed all my greens, which is where I'm having the aphid problem. And another thing that may be interesting for this treatment, besides being environmentally friendly, and you can basically make it at home, distilling or even maybe seeping some orange and lemon peels, is the potential for it to possibly increase alkaloid content. It is shown through a study that for tomatoes it increases the catene, the color, the red color for the fruits. It's also, and since it's a secondary metabolite and alkaloids are as well, I just assumed that there may be some crossover. So the paper is about the, I think it's pronounced carotenoids, which for carrots are orange and so on. They have a secondary purpose of helping for photoprotection, for sun exposure, certain stresses, and in general a higher profile in the plant. So yeah, with just one application the aphids are dead. Obviously you would need a few applications since there's eggs and probably some nucs that I didn't spray, but they are lifeless with just one spray at a concentration of 2 milliliters per liter. I'm using 1 milliliter for a 500 spray bottle. So yeah, just a nice alternative that most people can already make without buying anything extra. Again, you may be able to just heat some lemon peels, but you won't have an exact concentration, but it should work. And there is the potential for the secondary purpose of increasing the plant's profile for alkaloids. And I'll check on how they do longer term, if I notice any differences in the leaf color or anything else.